So Big Red got a little makeover. Got a couple things added, as you can see.
That's a 12-inch night light bar off of Amazon. Cheapest one I could find. It was like $12, so I'll leave a link down below. If you're looking for a cheap light bar, this thing did the trick, man. This thing was bright. We did some night rides with it already. I actually tied it into the headlight harness.
Can we give a demo?
Yeah, I have it tied into the brights, so the low beam can still be on, or you can turn it off completely, or hit the brights. There we go. Very bright. We'll definitely do a walk around at nighttime and show you how much light that puts out compared to that old ancient lantern up there.
And bonus factor, it swivels, so somebody has a wheelie light.
Boom, thinking ahead. I actually took the Honda line basket out and mounted it to the factory tabs there, and it turned out really mint. I'm happy with how it is. You can still use this rack here, and yeah, it turned out really good. And as you can see in the back here, we have one of the twisted LED whips. I actually bought one for Tilly's Bayou for his birthday as well, but this thing is awesome. It has a bunch of different modes you can control with the Bluetooth app. It has a remote as well. Once again, I'll get you some shots at night, but this thing is pretty sweet. It disconnects here with this little collar, so you can unhook the wiring really fast. I tied this into the tail lights, representing the American flag on top.
It's really sturdy too.
It is. Flex
Like,
that thing for him.
It really is. I don't want to break it, but
Doing.
yeah, good deal.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
It is very cool. And you use the
Oh yeah, these things come with a factory tab for a flag as well at riding parks, so it mounted just fine. Same with Tilly's Bayou, so didn't have to have any additional hardware for that. Also, the biggest upgrade in my opinion was the seat cover. I will have a link in the top of the description for you Big Red fanatics out there. There's a guy on eBay that custom makes these covers, and they're super quality. I love this ribbed one, how it turned out. These pleats really give you some extra grip. They have an original one too, but this also has a little foam pad underneath it.
it's super comfortable.
It's very comfortable. I love the way it turned out. Everything's tight, and it really just gives it a different look. I think it's more vintage with that seat.
Agreed.
Almost fell there. Any other thoughts on the bigger head?
I don't think so. It's really coming along.
You like version 2.0?
I do. I do think we need to get some new plastics to preserve these.
Yep.
And we have a replacement tank already.
Yeah, we got the plastic tank, dude, but I don't know. It's gonna feel wrong to part ways with this because it just looks so good as is.
It does. But first dent you get in it, you're gonna say, oof.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
So what do you think I should do, guys? Get a full set of Meyer plastics and preserve these OEM, or just ride it as is? I'm honestly thinking ride it as is.
I feel like a lot of people will say ride it as is because why'd you buy it? I don't know. I feel like it could go either way.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there are a lot of fanatics out there that are like, dude, that thing's mint. Keep, like, don't ruin it.
Mm-hmm. The OD grips are mint. My favorite grip for ATVs. These things are super comfortable compared to the factory. You can ride all day without gloves and not get tired. We richened up the needle and it seems to be running good. I would still like to get a richer main jet and maybe a richer pilot jet, but we'll play around with that in the future. I'll see what other people are running for the altitude that we're at and go from there.
The backfire is mint.
Oh yeah, nice little loud pop, which I'm assuming is a lean condition, but who knows. Should we go for a ride?
We should. We shall.
Let's do it. All right, you guys, the sun is going down. Doesn't look like it because this lens is amazing, but I'll go ahead and show you the lights on Big Red. Go ahead and flip the key on. Like I said, I tied everything into the headlight switch. Boom. If you didn't know, you can actually take this headlight off of here and use it like a spotlight. This is something that farmers used back in the day, and I think it's like one of the coolest features about this thing. But this light is not very bright by today's standards. So when you hit the high beam button, boom, we've got some extra lumens here, and this thing is bright. Now I left it a little bit loose on the bracket, so you can also use it as a wheelie light because this thing is fun to wheelie. And you can also point it up into the trees and kind of light up the whole campsite. Pretty damn happy with that. And in the back, we have our whip. This thing is super bright. As you can see, it kind of lights up this whole area. I'll go ahead and pull up the app here and show you guys. I can literally control everything from this app. Bunch of different colors. It's got several different modes too. You can cycle through all the colors, do different gradients, give yourself a seizure out on the trails. But this thing is awesome. I like it. Disconnects really easy, super flexible. But this is version 2 of the Big Red. I hope you guys like the upgrades. I wanted to keep everything pretty subtle because I do love the way that the original Big Red looks. It was perfect as is. Seat turned out great. The light bar, everything just turned out perfect. One thing I would like to do is get a taller handlebar because I constantly hit my knees on the thing, especially with Alexis on the back. Might rig up a little cushion for her too, but this thing is a blast. It's definitely staying around on the channel for a long time. I love this thing. I want to keep it in the AD family, and it is such a useful machine overall. So I'm actually thinking about doing a 3-wheeler camping video, kind of like a survival outing where we just have limited items and we have to go out, build a camp up, and stay out for a night or two, maybe do a catch and cook. So if that's something you want to see on the channel, let me know. If you're new, please subscribe down below, leave a comment. It really helps out the algorithm. But I think that's going to wrap things up. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Still doing 3 videos a week. So until the next video, we'll see you then.